Hey Renee, Dave Fatula here. I just want to make this quick video for you for your reference before our call tomorrow. I figure it'd be a little bit easier for you to see what I'm doing rather than just hear about what I'm doing. So you should have already seen the results video and how that's producing leads and generating revenue for the companies I'm working with. And so this is basically what I would do if I had the opportunity to work with Centimark, or on your SEO. Or, again, something completely different. This is the strategy that I use that is currently working to rank in local markets. Okay, so there's basically three main aspects of local SEO. There's on-page optimization, there is off-page optimization, and then there's your Google Maps optimization. So the Google algorithm for the on-page optimization can be, well, this is actually the overall picture. If you go to search metrics, there's like 60 some pages. Very, very complicated, very, very technical. I won't even get into it. Yeah, like 60 some pages. But basically, the four main factors: on-page, off-page, Google Maps, and of the on-page, content is huge, right? So you can hardly rank a site anymore with thin content. So dense, authoritative, relevant, helpful content is very important, and having that structured properly, and I'll go over that in a second. Secondly, having relevant backlinks, and so that's a very, very tricky, very, very complicated aspect of SEO. So no longer can you just go and get 5,000 links from that you bought on Fiverr from India and hope that ranks your site. Obviously, that's against Google's webmaster guidelines, and it's just not effective, because Google wants links that are coming from natural sites, that are coming about naturally. So you write good content, and you sponsor an event, and you get a link from the chamber, or you join a chamber of commerce, and you get a link back to your site. So that's how they want the linking strategy to work, and the more links you have, the higher you rank. And then the third thing is a mobile-friendly experience. So obviously, tons and tons of searches are, I think it's maybe 50%. I forget the exact statistic. Percent of searches for a local service are coming through the mobile device, mostly through the cell phone or the smartphone. And so it's important to have that optimized. And there's other technical factors. So I can kind of get into your on-page optimization. So Moz.com is a tool for SEO practitioners, and you can grade your on-page optimization for different keywords. So I'm looking at LA for now, and commercial roofing, Los Angeles. And so you will receive a grade based on the factors, the technical factors that Google wants. So we would just want to get this to an A+, and there's some tweaks that you can make here, and here. So that's one of the factors. You have to have not just good content, but the content has to be optimized, and there has to be a lot of on-page optimization. Now the second thing, which is very important, is having off-page optimization, which is basically your backlinking strategy. So I have a tool here. It's majestic.com, and you can plug in Centimark's locations. And actually, just let me pull this out real quick to see if you have any more links. So right now I see that there's about 12 links linking back to the Centimark Los Angeles page. Okay, so let's just go back to the summary here. So these are all the links that are pointing back, at least that are publicly facing, and what I see here is a trust flow. So a trust flow is a number that is assigned to your website or an area of your website based on the amount of quality links and trusted links coming into your site. So 22 in most cases would be pretty good, but if your on-page optimization isn't on par and those links aren't fully optimized, then it's not going to have an effect on your rankings, right? So we take a look at those rankings, and you want that trust flow to be as high as possible. Google, I think, has 100, Facebook has 100, CNN has 100, because those are very trusted sites. unless you believe in fake news, as some have said CNN is. That was a joke. It tended to go both ways. Anyways, so these, both political ways is what I meant. Please don't be offended. I'm independent if that's something that you care about. So anyways, these are the links that are coming into Centimark's Los Angeles site, right? But they don't have any trust flow, so they're not. It's not preferring. Google's not preferring this particular location, and all of these links that are supposed links, these are all coming from redirects, right? So I don't know. This was first established or first picked up, first seen, first index. Okay. In January of 2017, December 2016, CentimarkSolar.net. So these are all redirects. And I'm kind of just looking into this for the first time right now, so kind of trying to give it a look here. So those are all redirects that don't have much weight to them because they have no trust flow. So what you want for your off-page optimization, how to really get really quality links fast. You had a question about private blog networks. A private blog network is something that Google does not, definitely does not like, and that implies that you have a traceable network of sites that can be like linked together, basically implying the private blog network aspect, right? And so if you get caught in a private blog network, you'll get you'll get a penalty. If you get caught buying links, you'll get you'll get de-indexed, and there's things that you can do to get re-indexed. But if that's something that you're concerned about, that's not something that I do as far as having a traceable network of private blogs that could be hit with a penalty. I've never got hit with a penalty, and what I do is all natural link building according to Google's guidelines. So again, never been hit by a penalty, and you want to have outreach to different bloggers, you want to have outreach to different PR agencies, but you also want to have control over that anchor text, because that's going to get you rankings faster. And anchor text is just compare right now, and that's going to take me to that down there, or my account is the anchor text, and that's going to take me to somewhere else. Export data is going to, or new, that's the anchor text, right? And that's going to take me down there, whichever new reports. So those are very important factors on the linking side, on the on-page optimization side, right? And then we finally have, where do we have it here? The Google Maps ranking, which if I could find it. One second, I'm going to pause the video. Okay, and now we're on to the Google Maps ranking factors. So according again to Moz.com, local rank search factors are a little bit different, and so by the snack pack, or the local stack, that's the first three things that come up on Google, right? So we have obviously our ads here, but this would be the local, what I would call the local search. Okay, so being on one of the top three here is just being more visible to prospects, because this is being searched 140 times a month, and $50 per click. So that's very expensive. $50 for a single click to your website can run you a lot of money, and it might take 3 or 4 clicks to get to even get someone on the phone, and it might take 3 or 4 calls before you get somebody as a written proposal. So it can be very, very expensive very, very quickly. So let's go back to the maps. Why are your competitors outranking you, and what can you do to improve it? Well, obviously there's a lot of technical factors, but it comes down to, again, just optimizing. These are all, these 50 factors are all things that I'm going to do either to the Centimark site or to my own site owned by you guys or owned by me. But again, all it is a matter of giving Google what they want and being very consistent. So, you know, the structured citations, there's a tool that I have that I could run a scan right now, but it's going to take about 15 minutes, that can tell where your competitors are listed in local directories, having consistency of those, of the name, the address, and the phone number, the quality and the authority, also the domain authority of the website. So you obviously have to have an optimized website for and a powerful website in order for your Google Maps rankings to come up. And you won't, I don't think, get a huge, you know, ton of leads from Google Maps, but it's also it's a segue into your website, right? Because you're just gaining more visibility and coming up in front of more competitors. So, you know, I had sent an email, you know, thinking that, or saying that this could cost you guys, you know, by not ranking for some of these terms, over $1 billion over the next 5 years. And I think it's a bit conservative. You know, this one search term is being searched 140 times a month, right? And just to get 10 clicks to your website would cost $500, or would cost you $500. Like if I clicked right here, obviously it's going to charge them $50. So, you know, of these 140 leads, and there's more search terms like commercial roofing contractors. I wonder how many times that's searched. Okay, so 30 times a month, right? Commercial roofing contractors, Houston. So we're up to 170 possible leads, and that's searched 10 times a month. So let's say it's just 180. Let's just say it's 200. You know, statistically speaking, if you can get to this number 1, number 2, number 3 spot, and the number, you know, the top 5 is going to get 95% of the leads, right? If you can get to the number 1 spot and get to the top 3 on maps, you're going to gather, you know, 10, 20, 30% of those leads. And then obviously we have to convert them into, or the prospects into leads, and those leads into appointments, and those appointments into sales, or estimates is what you guys, or written proposals, I'm sorry. So, you know, that is something that we can definitely do, and I'm going to be doing it in Los Angeles, but like I said, it's going to be a little bit slower because I'm investing the funds up front. But if it's something you guys, if something like you guys want to do, would love to have another conversation and show you how we can do that on the Centimark side, or we can do that in all the locations that you're in. So I said it's going to cost you, you know, $1 billion by not doing this. That's just $200 million a year from 80 locations. And if you just did one $50,000 roof per location, then we're looking at, you know, that's going to be so if you miss out on one $50,000 roof per location per week, you know, that in Houston alone, I mean, look, 180 searches, that's a massive amount of search volume, right? And so if you just got, you know, 20 leads and converted 5 of them into sales, and you average $50,000 per sale, you know, you're going to make an extra $1 billion in the next 5 years. And if I'm, you know, 99% wrong, I don't even know what the math is on that, but I'm going to do it right now. So 1 billion times 0.99. Here. 1 billion. 0.99. Oops. 1 sec. Okay, so I did the math wrong. I did 1 billion times 0.99. So 1 billion times 0.01. So if I'm 99% wrong, you know, it would cost you about $10 million. And this isn't going to take $10 million to fix this problem and to get more visible. So there's a lot of things that we can do. I'm looking forward to talking specifics with you guys and to trying to come to you know, some kind of way that we can work on a larger scale, because that's my goal, is to prove to you that this works and that we can work together on a larger scale. Thank you very much, and I look forward to talking with you guys tomorrow.